Hello and welcome back to my channel where I hate everything. So here's the lowdown, guys. This morning I filmed probably 4 or 5 hours worth of content, largely Patreon reactions, but also probably 2.5 hours worth of Patreon content, like long form stuff. I did a Windows update last night and it changed my audio device. There's no audio coming from my mic, so we've got all the video, we've got my facial reaction, but none of my voice. It gutted me, it sucked, it was a waste of 4 to 5 hours, absolute worst, but I also felt really bad for all the patrons who I can't give that kind of first reaction experience to, which is very important, but you know, I was thinking about what way can we, you know, make this work. I find it very important for people who pay me money and request things specifically on Patreon to make sure I lend the attention to every single person, give that video the time of the day. There's someone who wants me to see this. I find that to be very special, and I need to do something. So I'm like, can we turn this into a drinking game? I thought, how about we just go through the videos again? I can give you a little intro of what I generally thought, and then maybe we can pick up some new stuff. I can give my thoughts. Maybe we do something a bit more low-key, less first reaction thing, but kind of just deciphering the video, the song, the artist a little bit, and do something at a bit of a slower pace. So this might be a little bit longer. It's also going to have, I think, like 7 or 8 MVs in it, so it's going to be long inherently for that reason. And yes, I am also drinking. Not a drinking game, but we've been drinking, so that's kind of what it's going to be. We're going to be going down the list, starting with, it's going to be the order that I reacted to them initially, by the way, and also the names of the people who request them are going to be down in the comments, along with timestamps if you guys want to see something specifically. But we're going to be doing in order KARD's Dumb Litty, and then GOT7's Not by the Moon, ASTRO's 1, Beast's Shock, VICTON's Nostalgic Nights, On and Off's Moscow, and then finish off with Loco's what is the song called? Just Like This, featuring George. So that is going to be just to upfront with you. I enjoyed all of these songs, so I do not mind checking out any of these again, and I implore you to also listen to all of these songs, because that's kind of a reason why I really like doing some of these Patreon request long form videos with a bunch of MVs at once, because sometimes you wouldn't necessarily click on Loco Just Like This, a song that I didn't know by an artist I didn't know, but Jules, I believe, is the one that requested that. It really surprised me, and it just might be something you might not come across normally because you wouldn't click on the thumbnail. But here, let's just sit back, let's enjoy the environment together, you know, each other's company. It'll be more like how I record things on Patreon. So if you're also interested in the way that this kind of flows, this bit more laid back atmosphere, that's kind of how the videos are on there. So let's go. This one you might see maybe more of a first reaction like thing for me with KARD's Dumb Litty, because boy is this an MV. I love this group, even though I only know Gunshot. I know BM pretty well from the Dive Studios podcast, but also just a co-ed group. It's so unique. There's no one really like this out there in K-pop, and they have such a great relationship. Somin, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. This is an aggressive ass song, and I was not prepared for it. I blame all of you. And I can pick out, not knowing them very well, I can pick out Jiwoo so easily because she's so aggressive. Dude, the bass in the song hits so low. on the beauty shots, man. She's crazy. She's so good looking. But BM, man, I just love everything about him. He's hilarious, but damn, he could bring the heat too. And then the other guy, Jay Steph, I think I looked these up during the MV, so I'm gonna be coming in with some information. He went away on military leave like October of last year, so I was like, they haven't come out with a song since Gunshot? That's crazy. But I really like this song. It is like so unapologetic of what it is. It's a hype, hard ass song. Someone with that purple hair in Gunshot. Oh, it's such a straightforward song. It knows what it is and it excels at it. Now him I don't know much about. The instrumental for this song is gross. Oh, I love it. Gives you that stank face. This part is illegal. Oh my god, everything about this should not be allowed. Oh my god. There's something about this that it's like they just knew what it was and they went all in on like just some hard bass driven club song. Like, this is gonna kill in the gym for me. Ian has so much charisma. These two. Duo really sometimes when she has that energy, that fucking bad bitch like boss energy, gives me a little bit of, and this is, I feel like, the highest of compliments, gives me some CL vibes for sure. I mean, I rolled that back. Are you mad? This is one of the best videos of all time. Oh my god, and the delay. Oh, what an MV to start with though. This feels like a first reaction. I love this so much. She's crazy, dude. Man, I love the color in some scenes too. It's like the only scene that has like a ton of color. And they really do kind of work that personality, whether it's their own or not. I have no idea, but they always like seem to show her in a lot of like color scenes a bit more softer, whereas they oppose Jiwoo's scenes as being a bit more harsh, hard-edged, a lot of desaturation in the color, except for her red outfit. See how everything is so desaturated? Yeah. That's a winner. That's a winner. Thank you so much for that request. I truly enjoy that song. Great video, great song. And I just wanted to bring it back to what I think about their relationship too, that I just love so much. I barely know this group in terms of their music. These are the two songs I know, this and Gunshot, yet I feel like I see them on Twitter all the time, on Instagram, because of that really close sibling-like relationship. I would always relate it to, say, like IU and maybe the people who like are like her bodyguards or the cameramen on some of her videos. They seem to have this extra layer of relationship where they almost feel like family, like they're her uncles or something. Whereas here, between BM and the girls that I've seen, at least, that they have such this like close, tight-knit sibling-like relationship that's really, really likable. So when you see that kind of juxtaposition between how sweet and like funny they can be, with BM just constantly bullying them as if they're his like little sister, and then you see them go so damn hard in this, I really, really love that kind of duality, and knowing the personalities beneath it all makes it that much more interesting to me. And I'm hoping that they have something coming out maybe soon, because if J-Seth went, J-Seth, right? I was thinking it was Joseph, but I think it's just J-Seth. He went on military leave in October of 2020, I think, right? And because BM is Korean American, then he doesn't have to do any kind of military service, right? So they should be back all together yet again very shortly. Thank you once again so much for that request. I love that song. So good. Now we're moving on to GOT7. Gotta like recollect myself after each of these because it's a whole lot at once. Now, I love this song too. GOT7, one of the first K-pop groups I really experienced with Just Right when that dropped. That one is still iconic to me. I love that song. One of my absolute favorite K-pop songs of all time. Amazing video. And I remember being like, hey, maybe I can get into this K-pop thing. Let's check out some of the other songs. I don't remember the name of it. I tried one, really disliked it, but I feel like that is just because my headspace was in somewhere different back then. I was looking for something bright and colorful like Just Right, and that's not what I came across. But this song, wow, did it surprise me with the vocal talents. I know Jackson, I know Bam Bam, that's about it. Jackson I thought was a vocalist because I thought he had that amazing pre-chorus in Just Right. But that's actually not him. That's I looked up his name before reacting to this. It's is it Juyong? Yujong? Something like that. Amazing voice. I really enjoyed this though, how we kind of come into the scene as if it is a high school play of Romeo and Juliet, not by the moon being a reference to Romeo and Juliet. And you see that symbolism all over this video. So it's like, come into our play, and then boom, you're just in that world. Love it. Jackson there, right in the, like that velvet suit. But I should have known better, because Last Piece was also so artistic and very conceptual. That's Bam Bam, yes? He's Thai, I think. Yes, and here. Beautiful. Is this supposed to be like like the Montagues and the Capulets, maybe? I have a feeling that that's what they're trying to express here on the two sides, like two families. Beautiful staging. Oh, yes. Oh God, this chorus is so good. Oh. I love the imagery. Everything really just feels so Shakespearean. I don't know if that little vial is supposed to represent the poison from Romeo and Juliet, or if that is like also a reference to the Die they're talking about, Die Me With You, which I thought was a song, not just the album name. I thought that was the case, because I remember when this dropped. The what? dig this, man. The off-white looks. The backtrack is so interesting too. It almost sounds like a muffled organ. I don't even know what you would call that exactly. Oh, man's is quick on his feet. But he's big boy status, right? Like he's a name. Oh my God. And these lyrics, man. Die yourself with me so I could be inside of you and you can be inside of me. Woo. And he gets up from like where freaking Romeo kills himself. And there's the balcony. Wow, his voice. Hello, sir. What does the dove represent? I forgot how great this last drop is in the pre-chorus, the and then you have a delay, the synth rise up, and you get into the final chorus. I also like how you're bookending things a little bit, because in that initial scene, back here, you have this kind of circular imagery. It almost looks like that statue's doing VR. It almost looks like there's a VR headset on his face. But then back here, you also have that same kind of circular imagery, all obviously representing the moon, but just really interesting. Oh, the way they hit that! Ah, the dove shatters it. Oh, these boys can dance. Oh yes, I really like this song. What is this though here? Sorry, I'm gonna cut back just a bit. It almost like shoots back to. What is this? 115? What is that supposed to represent here? It almost looks like some time travel shit that they're doing. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this song. I like it a lot. The video's great. The performance is immaculate. Oh shit, I might have skipped this before. I might have skipped this. Huh. Wow, what a shame. What a shame in JYP's sense, what a shame. I remember saying when I reacted to Last Piece, like pretty much one of the only, that and Last Breath? The one that came out right before Last Piece, like, is like the pre-release, that I intended to really take a dive into GOT7, but the problem with that is that they not disbanded, but they didn't re-sign with JYP, and I think they're still doing some activities together as a group. and there's that kind of feeling that you have where it's like, oh, I'm basically signing myself up for sadness because I know that I'm going to get hyped and into this group that doesn't or might not exist anymore, might not have a future that is very clear. I feel the same thing for IZ*ONE, who I desperately want to get into, but I know that it's going to make me sad. Man, it kind of hurts seeing this and knowing what happened because, man, are they so incredibly talented. They're just they're really great. I thought this song in the video was just so expertly crafted. They really put together kind of what you'd see on Kingdom, of this conceptual thing from start to finish, and you see it across everything from the lyrics, but the lyrics are vague enough that you can attribute it to other different things. You see it in the performance and their dance. You see it in the imagery, obviously. The whole thing, absolutely solid. This is nice. This is kind of how I would like to do videos, a bit more lower key and kind of take a bit of a deeper look into everything. But sometimes the short time or the first reaction thing doesn't really allow for that. People want snappy. So let's go. ASTRO 1 is the next one. Now this is the video that I kind of want to see the most. The song I want to hear the most again, because I don't know 100% how I feel about the song quite yet. And it's a hard MV to already remember, but it also fits my ultra wide. So big ups for that already. It might be cut off for you guys a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's go. I know Blue Flame is like that big song. Yes, I love the color in this video. Gonna say, says Between the Monotone World is a very monochromatic video with lots of bursts of color everywhere. The red, it's a very cold video, lots of blues, and like silver sheens. It feels super sci-fi without being overtly so. I don't know if this group has a story. This is my first ASTRO song ever. Yes, yes. The blue sand, the texture. And I remember I love this dude's voice. The blue hair. Yeah, these are some man-ass men. They're reminding me of like SF9. Oh. I mean, they might be younger, but they don't give off that vibe to me. Oh, I love the camera. See, that's something I didn't know. I didn't notice his physical manipulation of the camera shift. Love that. And this is their most recent comeback outside of their summer comeback they just came out with. That's right, this dude. Rapline's pretty crazy. First guy is speedy as hell. And I like that guy's flow. Here's my dude with the blue hair. And their use of that high synth right on the beat to accentuate not only the beat of the song, obviously, but their vocals are right on beat with that. And this scene here, I think, is super cool. Very simple, but lit spectacularly with all these lights in the background. It completes that sci-fi adjacent aesthetic that I really like from this. It's not so like in your face sci-fi, which I'm totally down with too. Like what's it? Wavy's song, Turn Back Time. Very, very sci-fi. This is reminding me more of like the Boys' it's weird to say the Boys' Stealer. like that melody. Yo, this man's a star. Oh, yes! Dance break! I love the strobes here. And it doesn't overstay its welcome. We got a high note. Ah, yeah, there's that awesome like elevator scene here. But I love this depth of field you have. This elevator seems to just push on forever, and the low angle shot looks great. Oh shit! I didn't realize his sleeves were sheared. That killing point with their knees out. Yeah, this song has that kind of dynamic experimental beat with just a lot of weird clashing sounds that all work together that I'm so drawn to all the time. Yeah, that did require a second listen for me to fully wrap my head around and appreciate, but I do really like that one. For some reason in my head I assumed ASTRO was a bit younger, and they actually could be young, but they don't come off that way. They come off a bit older. Not sure when this group debuted. Let's see. ASTRO Game Huh? 2016. Makes sense. Okay, so they've been around for a minute. That totally makes sense. This is a great song. This is a great performance. I'd love to see this live, actually, to see how the rap translates to a live performance, because I was really impressed by that as well. Yeah, thank you so much for the request. Let me know what you guys think of this song. I'm very interested. It does give me a SF9 The Boys feel a little bit. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Beast with Shock, so we're going back second gen. Our boys from Highlight still doing their thing. We reacted to that killing voice that they did. So impressive. There's something very wholesome and feel good about these second gen songs. I have a hard time describing exactly what second gen is if you're asked, I guess. And I don't really have tons of experience in like the history of K-pop and things like that. So experiencing more second gen groups is something I really do want to do. And looking at them nowadays, I think there's some that will hold up. There's some that are for fun. I thought this song was very fun. Is it something I'm gonna pick out all the time and go back to? Maybe not. That's more like Fiction. Fiction was killer. But I'm really interested in what this era of K-pop, when this came out, what it was inspired from. Music and artistry in general is taken from person to person group. It's all about being inspired and taking a little bit and putting your own spin on it. So what is second gen coming from, other than obviously first gen and, you know, pioneers of K-pop? I always looked at it as it feeling very 90s Western boy band influence with a little bit of like traditional Korean trot. You have that with the repetition in the choruses. Sorry, all the same stuff that's like very catchy, but very straightforward. Hard to really decipher and explain exactly. Let's do it. This is Beast with Shock. Oh, we're gonna get our second gen hair, the makeup, the dramatic expressions. That's bringing a new meaning to Pass the Aux. Remember Faux Hawks? Oh, this has captions, right? Oh, it doesn't. Change. Oh, there's such a charm to this. Oh, and the spacey synth that comes on. Big fan. Oh, the lens flares. Yes! Actually, that part is sick. I kind of like this song a lot more the second time. Ooh, good shot, good shot. Look at this rise. Tonight's so crazy. Oh my god, and the choreo was so danceable. Every move that they did was relating to what they were saying, whether he's like back as they roll back. To me, he pulls him forward, and then to you. I love it. It's really freaking charming. Ooh, this guy's got a lot of center time. I love when they go back to the really stuttered cut beat. They'll do that again. Wow, this song is so synth driven. And the vocal harmonies in the back. Oh, I fuck with that. This is just a lot of fun. I kind of know the lyrics now. I need to drink more. Did he say 목소리 or did he say he was sorry? Yo. Oh! That's kind of awesome. Like, even today. I'm so much more on board with this the second time. But I think that's a hallmark of the second gen stuff. I really do think they are those earworms, the really, really catchy, repetitive choruses that just work the more you listen to it. That's why I felt like Stacy's ASAP had a little bit of that. It had a very unconventional structure, but that chorus was something that reminded me a little bit of second gen stuff. Dude, I could learn this dance. I could do this, at least the chorus. I'm into it, man. Oh, that's right. And Zany Bros did this. Man, they had been around for a while, huh? I had no idea. I thought they were like a more recent thing. Oh, that's right. This as well, with these bedazzled headphones. Who is this supposed to be? Is this someone I should know? When I think of Cube and I think of like their female artists, the furthest back I think I can personally go, unless there's someone I don't know that's also from Cube, is like Hyuna, and that's definitely not Hyuna. So I'm not sure who that is. You guys let me know. But yeah, that's Beast's Shock. Pretty much said my piece in the beginning in that intro. Sorry for the long intro, but I told you this video would be very unconventional and not like my other ones, for obvious reasons. But I really did like that a lot more the second time around. I enjoyed it the first time too, but now this is maybe not something that I would put on intentionally, but it's something that when it came on the playlist, it said, oh shit, shock. And you leave it on. You don't skip this. I liked it. Now we're gonna move on to VICTON with Nostalgic Nights. And I remember the person that requested this said that it was their favorite VICTON song. VICTON, one of those groups that are just a treasure trove for me, because so far they're 3 for 3. I reacted to What I Said earlier this year, still one of my favorite songs of the year. I reacted to the dance performance of Flip a Coin. Love that song too. It's a normal one on my gym playlist. And recently we reacted to Mayday, which I also very, very much enjoyed. They've got Hanse, the rapper who I think is one of the most impressive rappers in the goddamn game from what I've heard. And actually today, after this whole snafu of the video happened, someone had tweeted at me, I believe it was Indigo maybe, had said that he's getting his first like solo album on the 25th of September. Deserved. And I'm checking that out because that dude is nuts. He's so damn good. But yeah, I really, really liked this song. Let's go. VICTON with Nostalgic Night. They are 4 for 4. This one with a total different style than the other three. Oh, so does he have... He has pills in the beginning too. See, the lyrics for this video, I looked them up because there's no captions, are kind of whatever, but I think the video is so much deeper. The lyrics point to like a simple love song, and I don't think that's what this is. I feel like it's someone talking to themselves, their younger self, their inner monologue. That's right. And I gotta know this man's voice because I love his breathy vocals, so expressive. Oh man, I really like this song. I'm getting like in some of these solo shots as if the atmosphere that they're in are supposed to be maybe their like mental consciousness of the turmoil they're going through or what have you. I saw it as so much more than the lyrics came off to be for me, as like a relationship thing, but I see it as someone trying to get a grip with who they are or the shit they've been through. Oh, his vocals are amazing. And all these band-aids almost is trying to cover that trauma. Oh, like why does this song feel so emotional? Here's my man. Oh god, I love his delivery. And this shifting Dutch angle, like slow perspective, warping everything, really giving you a sense that something is wrong. And I don't, the symbolism of the band-aids with the flowers covering them, I'm trying to piece together exactly the particular meaning behind it, or if there's even a direct plot line here that I'm missing. Oh, I love his vocals. That looks like it's supposed to be like evoking someone's mind here. These scenes of these friends together and running and having fun. It says Nostalgic Night in the back. And then you have a bunch of them on the ground, or some of them disappearing one by one. It seems like, it feels like this is showing this like troubled friend group that maybe, I don't know, burnouts may not come from the best families, what have you. They're kind of on their own. I don't know if it's an addiction thing. That's why we have so many so many of them popping pills and everything and losing each other one by one. And I don't know if it's an addiction thing. All I know is I really love it. Oh. Yeah, what a great song. That's right, Play M. And I guessed right. I was like, Play M. Damn, I know Play M. Are they Miss A? And they are Miss A, right? And frickin' Weekly. So VICTON and Weekly are label mates. Those are two powerhouses, if you ask me. I love Weekly so much, and I'm beginning to really love VICTON. That song's great. Yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think the meaning behind this one is. I think it's filmed so beautifully. Acted really beautifully by them too, and who the vocalist is that has those sweet lines in the pre-chorus. And the chorus line, I love how it stays kind of in a middle ground. It doesn't get aggressive. It stays kind of forlorn. It's like a little sad longing. It's an emotional song, and I haven't come across this type of thing yet from VICTON. And surprise, they excel at this too. So more VICTON in the future for sure. I mean, that's without question. That's going to happen. I'm sure people are going to be requesting it too, but I really do like them. And it's been 8 months now-ish. I think what I said came out in January, so it's been a long time. Where's this comeback? I know I just said Hanse is having an album on the 25th, but where's the group comeback, man? Now we're going to move on to On and Off, a group that I only really know from Road to Kingdom, which is all finished on Patreon if you're interested. But I never really got to know the members inherently, like themselves. Looking at the members before, I remembered, I think Wyatt was his name, because dude built like a freaking brick house. He's a big boy. But boy, this was probably the surprise of all the videos that I reacted to. I did these individually before, by the way, so this is gonna be a lot easier to edit. Just one single video, but this one surprised me so much. Moscow is the song, and it's a lyric video. But this video, I questioned time and time again, who the hell shot this? It's beautiful. It is a gorgeous video. Moscow is not a city that I think of in terms of your romanticized city. New York, Paris, cities like that have many songs written about them, or have songs that are about love or romance that take place there. So there can be songs that are kind of love letter to Paris, or some kind of thing where you found your love. Russia, in general, in a lot of Western media, is shown in a different light, a bit colder, a bit more towering, oppressive. They're usually the enemies in the video games you might play or anything. So it's something that I typically don't think of as like a a romantic type city, but this video does it, man. This shit is ripped right out of National Geographic, and the song is amazing. Is that the Kremlin that they keep showing here? I don't remember what it looks like exactly. Yeah, there's no captions here either. It's a lyric video, but it's all in Russian. Beautiful. What a unique tone. This is my favorite shot in the MV. It is so warm. These, oh my god, it's like these amber hues with the dark. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the song itself has such a unique sound. I don't know how you exactly describe this. See, in a lot of my media, this is what we normally see. You're like Chernobyls, you're like Pripyat, dilapidated buildings and everything. You see that a lot. Oh, this song is so chill. Oh my god. I originally didn't even see them walking down there in the plains. I'll ask for the 100th time. And I won't look it up myself. Who filmed this? It's beautiful. The silhouette against the sun.
눈빛이 마주치던 그 순간 낯설지 않은 이유를 내게 말해줘. 어쩌면 우린 아주 오래전에 마법에 홀려 기억을 뺏겼을지도.
Like, listen to this. What in K-pop have you ever heard that sounds like this? I haven't heard anything like this before, at least. Oh. The symmetry of some of these shots, this one coming up. Even the ones that have a human hand that kind of dictated the scene and dressed the set. Beautiful, beautiful. Then you have this post-apocalyptic look. Your usual view of Russia and a lot of video games and shit that I'd play. But look at this landscape. I've truly never heard a song like that in this industry. Like, just very much that love letter song relating to a city. And it was done so well. I just am so curious. How did something like this come about? I know, like, groups have toured in all these cities. Like, ATEEZ has their video, I think, in Moscow, somewhere in Russia. I think it was in Moscow. So it's not the first technically, but in this style, the way this is just so different. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you to whoever requested this. And I remember the person that requested it had said, I feel like our tastes are on a similar wavelength, and I think that you'll appreciate this. You're damn right. You're damn right. Beautiful video, and such a lovely song. This one's for sure going on my list. I feel like this one maybe doesn't get a lot of exposure, so I'm hoping my 2,000 views or whatever this video does gives it a little bump at least. And I also have a feeling that this is very unlike their other stuff, especially from what I've seen from Kingdom. Their music isn't all exactly like this, yet I find that to be also such a cool thing. If you have that kind of variety and you could do something like this, it's so unexpected. Someone said here, unpopular fact, the main rapper lived in Kazakhstan for a while, and that's why he could sing in Russian, which is crazy. I somehow didn't even notice that, but that's amazing. Someone said, I want more people to appreciate this masterpiece. It just doesn't feel real and sound like K-pop. No, it doesn't sound like K-pop, and that's kind of why I like it and why it's really unique in some way. There are a lot of Korean and Russian comments on here. Very cool. Very cool. I enjoyed that a lot. Now let's move on to the last one. This actually went way faster than I thought it was going to. Maybe I'm not talking enough, but Loco, just like this is a request from Jules. It's featuring George. So Loco is someone who, and I remember this stuff, man. When you guys tell me things on these requests, I remember them. He won Show Me the Money. So I always try to say, and it's maybe relating to that last song, I don't see K-pop as a genre. I don't think K-pop is a genre. I think K-pop is an industry. K-pop is born out of the particular how the MVs are shot, how the trainee process works, going through the trainee process, the kind of promotion cycle that you do in terms of like variety shows and that tied to Korean culture. That's what I feel like gives K-pop its thing. I don't think K-pop necessarily has a sound because you have K-pop bands, you have rock, you have like heavy hip-hop influenced things, you have electronic, you have EDM, you have all different types of sounds, house, trap beats, everything mixed in, all different types. So that's why I would say if you're a fan of music, you'll like something in K-pop. There's something for you. When it comes to this, when it comes to rappers, I feel like this guy is a rapper. He's not a K-pop rapper, he is a rapper. And it really shows here. This song was very chill, shot beautifully, love the film grain. This is a song that I'm going to be able to show to a lot of my friends and say, hey, this K-pop thing, eh? Can you appreciate a song in a different language? This guy's very likable as well. There's something so cute about this whole video. To grasp the meaning behind it a bit better. Very uplifting instrumental. This song's very recent too. When it comes to rap, I don't know shit. I don't really know much about rap at all, but I do know I like two different styles, maybe three. I really like the your traditional popular 90s rap. I like that stuff. I also love when someone's gonna go hard in the rap, but also this chill, really free flowing, it's gonna be okay kind of sounding rap. Or maybe it comes with a lot of the people that are in the you want to say the smoking rappers, like your Wiz Khalifa's, things like that I really do like that sound. Things when it's a bit more low key and chill. I think this kind of has that. It's bright. Oh, this is such a feel-good video. Obviously nothing lasts forever, but I don't believe it. So this song really does feel like it's about savoring the moment kind of thing. And that comes back here. This is George. So they're all here to bury this time capsule. That I believe that is that supposed to be his mother, a girlfriend? Oh. 2071. Loco and George time capsule. This is something very sweet about all this. To be never dug up, is that why he crosses it out? To make it last forever? What a bro. What is this? And these, the leaves and the reeds that you have here, is this supposed to symbolize almost like a return to the wilderness, return to the earth kind of feeling? I didn't even go back far enough, I don't think, no. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one other than I really loved it. It's a really sweet, feel-good song. This is one that just makes me happy. And it's something that I would have never come across. That's the thing, and that's why I like doing these long-form videos and why I try to implore people to sit here and just chill out and let's enjoy all of this music, because there's likely going to be a song on this list that you wouldn't have normally clicked on when you saw the thumbnail. You don't know maybe who Loco is, you've never heard the song just like this, and you're not interested. But if it's in this whole video, including an artist you know or some song you know, then you might let it roll. You might hear this and say, hey, that's something I never would have checked out before, and I really enjoy this. And I think this is going to be one of those songs for a lot of people in this video. So yeah, thank you so much, Jules, for requesting this one. It's definitely something that's going on my playlist, and something that's very different from the rest of my playlist. I need to check out some more straight up like Korean artists, people that are maybe outside the K-pop sphere, and I'm just assuming that. I don't know necessarily if this guy is. That's the kind of feeling that I get from him. But what did you guys take from this video? I'd be very interested in how you feel of it, how you think of it, especially if this is your first time hearing it too. If you didn't know who he was, you were like me when I first reacted to this and my mic wasn't working. I'd love to know what you thought of it. But yeah, that's all the videos. We're all caught up. Once again, I'm so sorry to all the patrons who requested these videos and that it wasn't maybe exactly what you wanted, but I tried to do right by you guys, and I wanted to really give these their time of day, because I just think it's so important when people are paying money and they really just want to see my opinion. Like, I'm just a guy, but I just find that connection to be important, and I really wanted to do something maybe a little bit different. So this kind of lower key thing where, you know, we're rolling it back, trying to get a little bit deeper into the MVs. It's something I'm a big fan of, and I like doing. And I've tried to think of other ways to express content, or to have content that is not just first reaction thing, because you can only get so little off of that. We'll figure that out in the future, but as for now, that's all for me. Thank you guys so much. If you want to be a patron who requests videos like this, you can do that on Patreon, or you can check out just live stages, album reactions, variety shows. Those are all on there. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully this was okay. And I'll see you next time.